What's good with y'all? We got some brand new information coming out about the new Dragon Ball series, which is called Dragon Ball Daima. Now, we have a message from Akira Toriyama that came out of him talking about this new series, and I'm going to read the information that he's pretty much stated in this little letter that he wrote, and is translated in English. So let's go over it real quick and then we're going to discuss it. So first he says, "Hello, I'm Akira Toriyama. I'm currently working on a new Dragon Ball. The title is Dragon Ball Daima. Daima is a made-up term, which is a Japanese character would be in kanji, or in English would be something like evil. Due to a conspiracy, Goku and his friends are turned small. In order to fix things, they'll head off to a new world. It's a grand adventure with intense action in an unknown, mysterious world. Since Goku has to make up for his petite size, he uses his Niobo, power pole, to fight something not seen in a long time. I came up with a story and setting as well as a lot of designs. I'm actually putting a lot of more into this than usual. Things will unfold that close in on the mysteries of the Dragon Ball world. Hope you all enjoy these different from usual battles that are cute and powerful." So, what is that saying? So, my take on it is here we're going to discuss it and let's break it down and give you some insight. So, pretty much, there is some elements of GT with it being, a grand adventure, which kind of like the same thing describes when Toriyama was describing GT as a grand tour, which was like a grand side quest, which pretty much seems like something else similar to that as well. Now, this show is going to be more focused on the fighting, which is a good thing, because that was something I had an issue with in Super, where some of the fights seemed kind of lazy a little bit compared to like the classic OG Dragon Ball Z fights that we used to get, a little bit more hand to hand, and the stuff that you seen back in Dragon Ball was more technical. So hopefully we get to see more stuff like that, because I did an old video talking about this, about the Dragon Ball fights being, instead of like them just trying to showcase the power, get a little bit technical with the fights as well. And if you could get technical fights with a lot of showcase of power, this would be a great thing. So I think this would be something different, where we may have elements of the idea of GT and classic Dragon Ball, which is more close to Dragon Ball, taking it back a little bit. And I guess when they say cute and powerful, it's like, I guess with them being kids, it's going to be like a cutish type of thing, but it's going to still be powerful fights because it's Dragon Ball. So with the animation so far, from what we've seen in the trailer, it looks beautiful, and I'm sure that the animation is going to be great, and we may get some great fights in this. And I seen also that the trailer really did not get that many great reviews, not because of the animation style, but just the whole story of them turning back into kids. I guess a lot of people are not in favor of that, and a lot of people want, Super to return as well, and I get it. But I think something about Dragon Ball, even what we got with Dragon Ball Superhero, there was a lot of hate and flack where, kind of like the plot of the story came out and a lot of people was just not, feeling it. But it comes out, that movie did get a lot of reviews that was positive. So I think the same thing may happen, and all we can do is just wait and see what happens, because at the end of the day, it's Dragon Ball. So we were going to get some epic fights and a lot of battles. So I think we just got to stay tuned and just wait for it. But I also got some other information about the show as well. As far more on a technical side of things about the animations and stuff like that, we're supposed to get a lot of key animators on this. And so we're going to get a lot of great, classic Dragon Ball types of action and animation as well, and just better looking visuals. So I think this is going to be a good thing as well when it comes to that, and they're going to focus more on just the fighting, not just key blasts and power. But of course we're going to see blast power. We're probably not going to see a lot of transformations, and as of now we don't know if they're going to all stay as kids throughout the series, or if they're going to eventually grow up in the series. So that's something that we're going to have to wait and see of what happens from this point right now, it's still early, and this thing comes out at the end of next year, so there's still a lot of time. We're suspected to get more information at the battle hour, so we're gonna stay tuned for that to see what more they can come out with. Maybe we might get more scenes and snippets and trailers of what's to come in the show. Now, like I said, all I could do right now is just wait for it right now. A lot of people is not happy with this series, and I get it, and I'm not too fond at first of like the plot line of like what's going on, but me knowing Dragon Ball, sometimes there's an underlying thing, especially if Akira Toriyama is deeply involved with it. Maybe he may add in some stuff that is going to be deeper on the show, so we just have to wait and see what's going on. So my message to you all is pretty much, don't get your hopes too high. Just like I said, just wait and see what's going to happen, because that's all we can do. Hopefully the show is a great show and it's not like something trash, but anything, like, to me, we're getting new Dragon Ball, so I'm excited for that, and I'm just hoping that it's good, so that's all I'm asking for. And hopefully it's something more than just what it is, especially if Akira Toriyama, I feel like he's deeply involved with it and working on this like long and hard. Maybe he may tap back into some of that classic Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, that we've been missing for so many years. So get in the comments, tell us what you think. Do you think this show can bring Dragon Ball back to its former glory, or maybe not? So get in the comments, tell us what you think, and are you looking forward to this new show, or tell us how you feel. Get down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm out.